So for now, we will discuss about this one. So basically, what happening is you need to think. Okay, I will give you a couple of examples. So when we are designing any kind of layout, we need to ourselves. We need to think very deeply how we can execute, how we can use that CSS tools. Okay, all those things. Did you understand? Okay, literally. Just I opened my VS Code editor. Okay, so there we need to open our root folder. So what is our layout? So this is our layout. So you need to do more and more practice. Then you can understand very clearly. So here in this layout, what we are doing is we are trying to create a layout, right? So which layout it is? This is a layout. So when you are observing any kind of layout, what you need to know is you need to think how many sections are there in that layout. Either this layout or this layout or else this layout or this layout. Whatever layout you are saying you want to do. So what you need to do is how many sections are there in that layout to design in HTML and CSS. So here we have header, number one header, number two slider, and in second section, slider doesn't have any kind of animation or paragraphs. So itself had some blank design in the sense it had some blank color is there with some width height specifications. Here we have two paragraphs, three boxes, and footer is there. Finally, one, two, three, four, five divisions are there. We need to divide these sections in HTML5 tag. We need to assign some class names to assign some CSS to this division. So maximum, I thought that we discussed about this layout in previous session. Okay. So Akshay, so you had some layout in CSS, na? So not this one. I thought that layout in CSS. So here we discussed about that one. Okay. So this is the layout. So we will continue rest of the three boxes and footer because we may know about all these things. Even I shared you this video class and source code to you also. So finally, just to copy this. While you are doing any kind of layout, please don't entertain any kind of external CSS file. You need to initially, while you are a student, na, so you need to go with internal CSS. So it would be very easy to find out CSS as well as HTML tags. Or if you got any errors, it would be very easy to bug the to clarify the box. So in 14th class, we should see there is a 14th class copy paste. So this is our layout. So we did three layouts. I will open that root folder in VS Code editor. Go to the file menu and see the folder. Open the folder. Just 2 minutes here. Just now I started my lappy. That's why it is taking time to load everything. So here we should see Akshay is there, na? And there we had 14th class folder is there. Now we should see what is this. This is our root folder. Even we had one layout. So that layout is having in .html. I will open that one. Okay. Now we should see. So this is the internal CSS. Please go with internal CSS. After that, you can create external CSS, not an issue. So, so what happening is here we created three divisions. Header is there, slider is there, two paragraphs are there. Did you understand? Even I shared this source code also. After this session, I will share you this source code to you also. So rest of the part we need to complete. So here we have three boxes. Okay. So remember while we are using CSS, it is bit complicated to do any kind of layouts, either this one or this one or anything else, any layout. The calculations are the most important here in this CSS. If it is Bootstrap, there it had 12 column grid system is there. There also we need to calculate and we need to divide the 12 columns. But here we need to divide and calculate some values. Whatever values here we mentioned for header. So this is the main value because we divided that value for these two paragraphs. Now we need to divide this value for these three boxes. Did you understand? So here what we need to do is, and another most important thing is, if we have two divisions in a row, in the sense in this division we have two paragraphs. Under the two paragraphs we have three boxes. In that situation, try to create one parent-child division. So these two paragraphs need to insert in a parent tag. Then first paragraph is a first child, second paragraph is a second child. While we are creating these three boxes, need to insert these three boxes in a parenting tag, child 1, child 2, child 3. Let me see. Do like that one. Okay. So that is, it would be very easy to assign or to align any kind of things or assign the alignments for that divisions. So here I will go with division. So we need to assign something, uh, class name, na? Class, okay, three boxes. So I will go with three boxes boxes. So here we need to add first box, and here we need to add second box. After that, here we need to add a third box. Did you understand? So what happening over here? We created three boxes. You can observe over here. Okay, it doesn't have any kind of content. It doesn't have any image. It doesn't have any paragraph. So we need to assign some width and height and background color. Okay, whatever tools we discussed in CSS, width, height, background color. Okay, rounded corner, drop shadow, gradient colors, text size, font family, kind of things we discussed in CSS. By using all those tools in CSS only, we need to use the tools in CSS and need to implement any kind of layout like this. Okay, did you understand? So here, what we need to do is how much value we need to add for first box. So we need to assign some CSS to this first box, right? So what is the class name? F box in the sense B also small letter. I will go with first box. Here we need to assign width. How much width we need to add? So total it had 950, right? So we need to calculate that one. In the sense, what happening is there is a 950 divided by 3 equal to 360 for each box. Okay. So here we should say what I am doing is here we need to add something 316 width double IDTH 316 px, and the height usually I will go with height as 215 px, and background color we will go with gray color, right? Save this one. Now we should see where is that output. So we will open that output over here by hitting on that open with live server. Okay, so here we should, just 2 minutes there, it will open. So here we, so what happening is that first box has been came under that first paragraph. So why, I will tell you in this session itself. First we will create rest of two boxes also. So to do that one, here we should see there is a second box also be there. So we need to add something CSS like this. So second box, okay, and how much width we need to add? So 316 px itself. Okay. So after that, height we need to add 250 proportionately, and background color we need to add something cyan color. Okay, cyan color. Save this one. Now we should see that output seems to be like. So the second box also came under the first box. So we need to create another T box, third box also. So okay, T box is there. Now we should say width equal to how much width we need to add? 360 px. After that, height we need to add. Okay, height we need to add 250 px. So background color we need to add orange red color. I will go with orange red color, three different colors. So here we should see. I told you in float class we discussed about this one. Okay, when we want to align any kind of CSS or any kind of HTML tags, then we need to use CSS float effect. Float is only able to align any kind of HTML tags. So that what we need to do is for first box I will add something float, FLOT float as a left. We know about that float. Okay, so now what happening? This first box came under the second paragraph. Why? We will discuss. First of all, we will assign float to these two boxes. So here we should say for second box also I would like to assign FLOAT float as left itself, as well as for third box we need to assign a float as a left side. Save this one. Now we should see what happening is here you should see to align these two paragraph we assigned a float for first paragraph, for second paragraph, and we didn't break any kind of float values after this second paragraph. That's why this second row, three boxes also floating after the second box itself. We need to break these floating values. To do that one, what we need to do is there is a inline CSS is there, right? Div style equal to, we need to add. Okay, so here we need to add another division to divide the CSS STYLE style. So here we should say CLE clear VOTH both and save this one. Now we should see the three boxes has been aligned properly. What happening is this is a row having some float. Even this is second row, three boxes also second row. Okay, we break that values for this first row and second row by using clear both effect. This is a CSS effect. Okay, CSS command. So here in our layout we should see there is something space between these three boxes, but in our layout we should see there is no space at. So to do that one, what we need to do? So we discussed about the spacing values in HTML, CSS. We discussed about the spacing values and float. You can refer this class. Okay, if you want to know more about this float and CSS. So here we should see what I will do is we can choose this second box because the second box is having middle of the first and second box. So that I would like to assign some margin values to the second box for left and right. So itself will add something space between this first, second, third boxes. Now, so what I will do is, so here we should say margin margin. Okay, for top it doesn't require any kind of space. For right I need 10 px space. For bottom it doesn't require any kind of space. For left I need only 10 px. So this is the margin spacing value which we need to add. Okay, here we had some mistake, spell mistake is there. Okay, syntax mistake is there. Now we should say we had some space. If we need any kind of more space, even we can change these values. Okay, then we can see output over here. Even here in this paragraph we had some, okay, too much of height is there. We can adjust that first para height seems to be 250 na 200. For second paragraph I will go with 200. Save this one. Now we should see it seems to be like this. You can adjust. What you need to know is first of all you need to know about what does mean by float, padding, and what is width and height kind of things. You need to do more and more practice. Then finally, while we are creating any layout, you will get some clarification about all these things. Finally, we need to create one footer. So here we should see there is a footer, a footer is there. Even it doesn't require to insert any kind of buttons like this. We need to create only one footer itself. To do that one, how much value we assigned for this header, those are the values we need to add for this footer also. So finally, what I will do is, here there is a footer is there. In this footer, we need to add like this. Did you understand? So how much value we need to assign width 950. We need to add width as 950 because in this footer, it doesn't have any kind of columns. It is a single row itself. So here what I am doing is for footer we need to add 950 px, right? So here we should see width 950 px and height of 250 px. If it doesn't record, we can change values. There is no issue at that. So background color, I will go with orange color. So hit enter, save this one. Now we should, so that background color footer also came under that okay, three boxes itself. So whatever we did, this first box also came under that first paragraph. That is only the sequel will repeat. To crack that to okay, crack that row, we need to add a clear both effect. We need to add clear both effect itself. So what we need to do, simply what I will do is, okay, this is a paragraph row. So we divided this row and this second row by using this clear board. Like that, we need to assign, crack that three boxes and footer. In between, we need to add this one copy paste. So now we should see, it seems to be like this. I will decrease the height of this one also. Now we should see footer how much height we assigned, around 250. I will go with 200. Save this one. Now we should, and we need to add some space between these three boxes and footer. So for the second box, we assign some margin for left and right, as well as I would like to assign some okay footer also. So here we should see there is a third box is second box is there, na? Top right bottom left. In bottom I would like to assign 10 px. Save this one. Now we should see there is a space. Okay, in between three boxes as well as footer also. Finally, we created this layout. Did you understand? So we need to align this entire layout into center of the browser. This layout is aligned into left side of the browser itself. To align this entire divisions or sections, we need to create another parent division. So I will go with division. So we need to put entire header, two paragraph, three boxes, footer, in between this parenting itself. Did you understand? Okay. So finally, what we need to do is we need to add something CSS to this okay parenting division. So here we should see I will go with the class as a okay parent parent. So for this parent division, we need to add something CSS to align our layout into center of the browser. So to do that one, what we need to do in the top of the CSS, I would like to assign P class parent. So width we need to assign 950 px and margin we need to add margin in the sense need to add 0 top and bottom auto adjustment by left and right. So save this one. Now we should see that layout has been aligned into center of the browser, but these two boxes or sections whatever we had also aligned because we assigned 950. This is the main value for our layout. Whatever slider, whatever footer, whatever header we used, this is the 950. Whatever the parent value also we assign 950. So we need to increase this value as 1000 px. So itself will adjust that entire layout within the 1000 px itself. Okay, did you understand? So here we should see. And after that, here there is a, for this address bar and for this header in between, there is a small gap is there. Did you understand? Above the header, above the gray color, we have some small gap is there. To prevent that gap, there is a CSS is there. This is the universal. It is for universal value for our body. Did you understand? Star is a universal. Universal in the sense, whatever body tag itself we assigned HTML divisions will add these values. So in the sense star we need to add. So what we need to add is we need to add margin 0 px as well as we need to add padding px. So save this one. Now we should say that gap is there is no gap at even in footer also that values has been fixed like this. Did you understand? Okay. So this is the process. This is a process which we need to know. Did you understand? Did you understand? So, but whatever we used some CSS commands over here, we used padding for header, padding for slider, even width and height also we assigned for every section. Depend upon requirement, we assigned floating padding. So whatever values we used, we repeated that values for every division. That is the thing which you need to understand. Those are the commands and tools in CSS we need to understand to create any kind of layout. Here we created this layout now. So by using that only CSS commands, we can create this layout also. Even we can create okay this layout also. Okay. So what happening over here? We had some header, social media icons, slider. Hi, I am a designer. Menu bar with gray color, gradient color. Some paragraph with left side. Some recent works are having over here, and footer had two paragraphs. Okay. Did you understand? Did you understand? Okay. Akshay, did you understand?
Yeah, sir.
Avek, did you understand? Okay, I will give you this
Yes,
source
yes, sir.
code. Yeah, I will give you this source code and video. Please do practice and complete this layout. In upcoming session, I will give you couple of examples. Okay, so couple of tasks. You can complete all those things. Did you understand? For now, just do practice about this. Okay, about this layout. Okay, Akshay, do you have any
Yes,
doubt?
sir. No, sir. I
Yeah,
need to practice, sir. Once I get any doubt, I'm going to tell you to my
yeah,
best.
sure. Avek, do you have any doubt? Yes. Do practice all those things. And tomorrow onwards, we will continue our rest of the topics. Okay. After rendering the video, I will share the entire source code. Please go through that one. Okay. Bye, Avik.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Akshay. Bye.
Bye, sir. Sorry for
Yes.
troubling you, sir.
Yeah.
I
No
was
issue.
like,
No issue. Avik, bye. Yeah. Yes.
Bye, sir. Bye, sir.
Yeah.